Right. Well, my mother, she always told me never to talk about politics in public. And, nowadays, what they used to consider private information is widely available. And sometimes even their political affiliations are sometimes easy to determine. So I decided to do a little experiment on the World Wide Web to determine how easy it was to find this personal information, if you know what I mean, given just a name and the city that they live in. So I decided to choose someone close to me, like my papa, so I could confirm, the information I found. And my dad, he doesn't know how to use the computer much, but what he does know how to do is strictly for work. Completely, unrelated to social networking and things like that, but just for work. And he even shares his name with a European soccer star, which makes finding personal information on him much more difficult, except for that French stuff. When you read the French or the Spanish stuff, it's probably not from America. So I guess that made it a little bit easier. But using public records that anyone can access on the World Wide Web, WWW is what I'll call it from now on, I was able to find his approximate age, the house he lives at, what it looks like, how much it was worth, how much he paid on taxes on it last year, the demographics of his neighborhood, which aren't that great because there ain't no one that lives in his neighborhood, the names of his wife and children, and even his political affiliations. Now, in total, it took me only about, an hour and a half to find all this information out. And that's just, like I said, from starting with a name and the city he lives in. Now, if I was able to find all this information out on someone who didn't even know how to turn a computer on 2 years ago, imagine how much information I could find on someone who does know how to turn on a computer, like a college student. So my question to the panel is twofold. First, what is the relationship between turning on a computer and democracy? In other words, how do privacy and democracy interact? And second, is this shift toward more and more people being able to turn on computers going to fundamentally change the way that politics are conducted in the United States? That's my question to you. Okay.